Welcome to the Live On Air Sports Show. I'm the Sticks God.
And I'm Unc from the 90s. Let's get started.
Privately. All right, welcome y'all. Welcome to the Live On Air Sports Show. I'm your host, Unc from the 90s, and I got my co-host, the Sticks God, also known as the Champion.
Yes, sir.
Today we got a good show. We're gonna be talking about the upcoming ESG updates, 11s, what's been going on in the offseason, what's been going on with these new rookies that we just had to draft. And then we'll have what teams need to go back to the drawing board. Who needs to just like work it out? Who needs to figure it out? So let's get it started. Upcoming updates.
Right.
The last episode we did talk about dynamic field awareness. It's been we want 11s. Pat, what up, Pat? He said we want 11s. I agree as well. Speaking of 11s, dynamic field awareness is specifically a mechanism for. It's a feature for 11s to allow, because everybody was playing man zero, cover zero, and now this allows for like zone coverage. I didn't like it in the beginning. I still don't like it personally.
Really?
I still don't like it.
As a receiver, so as a DB,
Yep.
yeah, I hear you. But as a receiver,
Love it.
when I like it. Yeah, exactly. And then midfield looking at nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, man, I don't want to play. I don't want to have to. When I'm offense, I'm killing them. Like I'm having a ball. But now, defensively, it is a struggle because I feel like I should be able to at least strafe, like speed strafe and everything. Or if I'm in like I'm holding L2 to be able to have my bubble up, I feel like it shouldn't just automatically shrink. I feel like it should be an overtime thing. Like the more I move, the more I move, and then if I let up off it, then it should go disappear. But I
don't mind the movement until what gets me, and I know I'm not alone on this because I'd be watching film. Is I'll see it coming or whatever, and if you don't right stick out of the speed straight, and instead you left stick, you get that little stumble animation.
Yep,
that shit's horrible unless you got smother, but you can't afford smother. So,
right. And then with even with the right stick, if you don't have the footwork, you're gonna stumble. Yeah. And now you're getting barbecued. Now you're on film getting barbecued. What up, Sauce? Appreciate you for coming through. Now you're on film getting barbecued. Let me tell you something. I do love, now one thing I can say is I do love the zone. What's more so happening now is a lot of teams I've been watching film lately are getting beat underneath because teams are like bailing out and they're just focusing on their zones. So they're bailing out. They're just trying to make sure that they don't get beat over the top. I haven't
Which
seen...
is kind of what you would expect with sevens, and it wasn't really what was happening.
Yeah, not at all. It was a lot of people ego tripping trying to play one-on-ones, and there was some great one-on-one defenders. I've seen you do great at one-on-ones. I've seen Daro do really good at one-on-ones. I've seen back when K's
Don't hype
were
Daro up too much now.
Yeah. Hey, he's a champ now. He's a champ now. Gotta do a little bit. K's World when he was here, Joker was really good at one-on-ones. D Shiesty has gotten so, I'm talking, bless this kid. D Shiesty used to be so terrible when it came to certain matchups. I see him locking up whoever it is now. I see him locking everybody up. What's happening, family? What's happening, Vaughn? It's a lot of AOB Omni. Shout out to AOB Omni. I just played him last night. Straight dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no, he is. As a DB, and he's a dog as a DB.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. This is the first time y'all gonna ever hear me say this. Boy had me boxed. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I got some great work in, but it wasn't what it usually was. Like y'all know how I go crazy. Last night, my boy Omni had me by the pocket. Not gonna lie, he was holding my hand the whole night. Like, and he just was using that SWAT on me. Jake it had me hurt. But we gonna for the second time we're gonna move forward. Other thing that's gonna become
go ahead. Follow that up. You started talking about Omni. I started thinking about Gunther and the draft and all that. Mm-hmm. So how do you feel the draft went? This is what I want to know. How do you feel the draft went? Who do you think made the right choices, and who do you think made the wrong choices?
The Guardians made, in my opinion, the Guardians made the best choice out of everybody. simply because they needed a quarterback. Dope Walker didn't want to be a quarterback. They went and got one of the best quarterbacks in the game in Box. And then, you know what I'm saying, adding that weapon, because that puts Dope Walker back on the line where he wants to be. Then he can play safety or linebacker on defense. That puts him back where he wants to be, and then that opens up the field for D. Shiesty now, because now he has a true quarterback back there being able to pass the ball.
Yeah.
And then number 2, and 3, I'm going to say Gunther and AOB Omni. They deserve to be the 1 and 2 picks. Omni just revitalized the damn Vipers, and Gunther has been a dog. I watched some of their film recently, and he was a dog on the line for the Stompers.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, they haven't lost yet. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't think so. I don't think so in this tournament. They've had a little bit easier of a matchup, but I would love to see him make the whatever it is final, whatever 6. Is it 6? Group of 6?
Yeah.
I would love to see the Stompers in there and then get their confidence going.
Yeah.
So for me, I mean, it's kind of cliche. I think the Stompers had a chance at having an unbelievable draft. They had Clip on the board after selecting Gunther. And if you had a line with Gunther and Clip,
that would have been ugly. They ended up picking. I have it. They ended up picking someone else. I think they picked a skill though. If I'm not mistaken, they're gonna that sound again.
They picked a skill. Their original draft pick was I Clamped You, I believe.
Yeah.
But they're getting a compensatory pick for that. Couldn't get in touch with them. You know how the draft goes. So we'll see. Anytime with our rookies.
Yeah. Have y'all even been able to? Because you know,
come out, man.
A lot of people have issues contacting their rookies. So have y'all been able to?
We were able to get in contact with them for a night, and then that was it.
Yeah,
like,
I figured
like,
that's what the issue was.
Hey, we drafted you.
I think a lot of guys
drafted you.
I think a lot of guys when they sign up, they play pubs and they have some good runs in the novice lobbies, and then they get drafted, and they're like, oh shoot, this is a real commitment, and they're like, all right, if I don't answer them, then or they might not get drafted to the team that they want, because they might know somebody in the league and they might see somebody and get fond of them, and then they're like, oh, I don't want to play with them, I want to play with this guy. What's good? What's up, Sites? Appreciate you for stopping by. Got real family in the building. But yeah, since we're on the 11s talks, and everything from the off season, we've only seen these guys now with the new players in 7s.
Yep.
This whole process is to get us to the 11s. I think that again, even with 11 now it being 11s, I still think that the Stompers are in a great place. They got the number 1 pick. They chose Gunther, great place. Appreciate the follow.
I think Gunther can get their whole line right. That's why I love that pick.
Yeah.
And that's big.
Because a lot of guys, especially guys who don't want to play line, you know how hard it is to like motivate somebody to play line. And you have a guy like that that's like really having a great time on the line.
About it.
Yeah, and that's what he's really about. That's him through and through. It's like, okay, he can influence somebody to be like, hey man, look, I can help you, show you the ropes, I can put you in position, I can tell you that, and he's gonna be one of those linemen that communicates like, hey, you go here, do this, and like pick up that right there. The mic's right here, Sam. You know what I'm saying? Wheel backer. Like he's gonna be able to call all these things out, and it's gonna put that line in position. Whatever their skills doing is gonna put them in position to score or be really good. And I think that was a great pick.
I agree, and in my opinion, I think their skills were good and slept on. I think Murda's like legit really good.
Shout out to Murda, 1,000%.
I see Ant Jones is doing his thing. I think Ant Jones is a solid option as well.
He's a slept-on receiver.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they do.
Speaking of, y'all, we got a new segment called the Rookie Report, where now we'll be talking about. Juan will be here for the Rookie Report. That is specifically for, like, he's going to be our rookie scout. Juan does a lot of pub lobbies. He's out here in the community, talking to a lot of the guys in the community, especially like new guys. He loves to play in Novus, and he'll be on here with us, and he'll give us like the Rookie Report. We can call it the Juan and Don Rookie Report.
Perfect.
He'll be here with me and Sticks. Sticks is very knowledgeable, and he sees a lot of things as well. But Juan is the expert at hand when it comes to rookies, so he'll definitely be here for that. Donnie Bills. I ran into Donnie Bills a lot of times. He actually followed me on Instagram, followed me on TikTok. Dude he followed me on both of his pages. He has a 15.6K page, and he's like this real athlete in real life. Yeah, dude's a real athlete in real life. And he hit me up and he was like, "Hey, I got told to make a lineman in preseason." I was like, "Man, but now I like it." I love to hear that, brother, because lineman is very important. Lineman is very important. That's the best players. If you look at some of the best players in the league right now, they started off as linemen. Stick, didn't you start off at line at one time?
Yeah, I played line for like 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, I was about to say. And Pigeon, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, started off as a lineman. Actually, he was
still a lineman in his heart.
Yeah, at heart, because you know he plays D-line when he's on defense.
Yeah,
Pigeon might be the best transition I've seen when it comes to like positions. He went from being a dominant lineman to being a dominant QB. Like, he was at the top of lineman talks at one time, and then he now jumped over and became the top of quarterback talks. So, I mean, that's a great story. And then you got guys like Gunther, Sativa Plant, Gucci, Wobble, Bubba. That's a clip.
Turnt is gonna make a name.
Turnt was a huge name.
Had a name.
Yeah, but now he's coming back. This is gonna be his opportunity to like, I still got it. This is opportunity to say I still got it, or I'm better than I used to be.
I think he'll be good. He's still secretive about like he don't want nobody to be as good as him for sure. He want to be the best, but he'll help you get like right under. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Another player that comes to mind when I think of transitions was other than you, because I knew you played line, because I was surprised when I seen you at receiver. I was like, what's he doing at receiver? Because like when you first came in, you there was
I've played it all in the league. I played half a season at quarterback. Our quarterback was out at work, and fuck that. Quarterback sucked. I hated it. We went
for sure
7-7. That shit was horrible.
Pancake is one hell of a lineman too. Oh, ESG Snag Pancake, yes, he transitioned to quarterback too. He's not in the leagues of Pigeon yet, like how Pigeon went from just being top to top,
right?
But I think he has potential for sure. Let's move on to the end of an era tourney. I've seen some crazy things. Most Hated just took their first loss. Yeah.
Well, they're playing D1 teams now.
Well, that's the surprising part. They lost to, let me not make a mistake, they lost to a D2, D3 team. And granted, they didn't have Fuego. They didn't have Quiet Boogie. They didn't have Goofy.
Okay.
They didn't have a lot of people. But, to see that, that again proves you need the whole team.
For sure.
Even if they didn't have Fuego, I feel like if they would have just not had Fuego, they still could have won the game. But they literally only had. If I'm not mistaken,
that might be it for them then, because it looks like every group is gonna have one. I mean, we'll see how tonight's game goes, but it looks like every group's gonna have one undefeated team come out of it.
Yeah.
So if you're not undefeated, that might be a wraps for you.
Yeah, we're 0-2. We 0-2. And the Devils, tough. We played the Devils first.
The Devils are the Devils. They're always going to be a tough game.
And we got 4-1. No, we got swept. And then we played the Vipers last night. We played the Vipers last night, and we got beat. We went to 7 and lost, which was a shocker for me. It was really frustrating. But
that's a tough way to lose too in 7.
Yeah,
no fucking way.
Yeah. How have y'all been doing in the very tourney?
So they did it based on regular season seeding. I don't want to go too hard on the teams, but they did it based on regular season seeding. Mm-hmm. We were the 3 seed. I think we really found our stride in the playoffs. So to this point, it's been pretty easy.
Yeah, I figured.
I mean, we'll see.
He trying not to sound cocky. Bro said it's been, a little easy. Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
I mean, we'll see. The Colorado Vikings are tonight. Historically, not a great team.
You never know.
They've been doing really well in the tournament too.
Yeah, they have
really well.
Yeah, them boys was. Whew. Another team that's been doing really good, like you said, the Vikings, the Warriors. Oh, that's who it was. It was the Warriors that beat Motated. I'm like, who was the team? Warriors, and that's a shocker.
Warriors got a squad though. Warriors,
yeah.
If you remember in D3, they were, what were they? The second seed. They got upset by the Animals.
Yeah.
So, but they're a good team. So like, yeah, if your whole team's out, like, Warriors will catch you for sure.
Yeah,
they're not a bad team at all.
No, not at all. And honestly, I think
who's that wide receiver that they got? Oh, why can't I think of his name?
For the Warriors,
they drafted him last year, but they got a dog of a wide receiver. Whoever, I know I'm forgetting your name.
I'd have to go back and look.
That sucks.
Because I just was talking to some of the Warriors players too. There's that clicking sound.
So the Guardians. So this is the question, right?
There
and this is kind of why, like, this whole tourney started. One, to send off, like, it was a really fun time in sevens and stuff like that, and to relive memories, whatever. But also, we want to know, are we the champions for a reason? Like, if Most Hated was in D1, would we still be champs if the Guardians were still in? So how do you feel about that? How do you think comparatively, how do you foresee the tournament shaking out?
I think the best teams are going to always be the best teams. So with that being said, the way that they set it up, I think it was great. But it also, for some reason, I feel like it put talent, the way that it was done, the talent for each group was all around the same level of talent. So like y'all are playing, y'all are supposed to be playing, y'all are champions, y'all are playing some of the best of the best, supposedly based on the regular season. The like guys like the Guardians, they're just walking through everybody again. They got they got the piece that they were missing, and now they're just driving right through. And they haven't had D Shiesty, if I'm not mistaken. He's been busy, and I think he's not going to be there tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was. I think he played last night. The night before that, I don't think he played, and then he's not going to be able to play tonight, if I'm not mistaken. But like, hey, what up, Saquon? Appreciate you stopping by. Then guys like the Animals, Louisiana Animals, they're balling. They're
really good, yeah.
Yeah, they're balling.
Yeah.
And then
we saw that when we were doing the D3 live com though.
Yeah, like, they shocked the hell out of me. So like seeing this is not, it's not they beat the Knights last night, and that shocked. Dog, you went from
a weird team though. Like they'll lose.
They're hit or miss.
They're not supposed to lose.
They're so hit or miss, and I thought that they were going to be, but I don't know what their situation was. Maybe they didn't have everybody they're supposed to have. I don't know. They said they had Willie Gardens at receiver last night.
I got blocked.
I got two blocks.
Keep going. Fuck him.
Great. Good game, boys.
I got you.
They had Willie Gardens at receiver last night.
I think the team that we're worried about, like outside of, like, we got to beat the Vikings tonight. We'll see how that goes. But if we make it to the tournament, I think Ray wants to beat us so bad. I think Ray wants to beat us so bad.
They went and watch film. They went and watch film. They probably have a idea what they want to do. I still don't think that they can beat y'all. This is me. That's just me personally.
We'll see.
I'm putting my money on y'all, and it's simply because I think Greenlight's just it's hard to beat. Like, it's hard to stop him. It's hard to stop him. And then with y'all's receiver room, I really think that y'all have what it takes. Like, damn the receiver room, the DB room. Y'all tackle well. Y'all take great angles, and they are a run-heavy team. Like, as far as passing, I don't think that they're gonna be able to pass on y'all. As far as running on y'all,
I would agree with that.
They're gonna have to really. They walled up real good against us. I'm not, boy. Look, I was frustrated, but I don't think that they'll be able to beat y'all. I don't think that they have the answer for y'all yet, unless they went to the drawing board and changed it up, and they're running maybe like me personally. I come out there in a triple back set on y'all, and I and keep you. I run so many different options and shit. Boy, I be handing the ball off all types of ways. Y'all gonna have to figure it out. But other than that, they can't beat y'all in the box. They can't beat y'all in the box, not at all.
That's kind of how we feel too. Not to like talk shit, but I'm curious to see what Ray comes with if we do run into him again. Because I know Ray wants to beat us bad, boy. I know he wants to beat us bad.
I know he does. I think that loss bothered him a lot, specifically because it was some errors on his part, and that's not usually the case for him. So like. I know he's thinking in his head, I'm gonna fix what I messed up, and then we're gonna run this back.
Yeah.
But that's if he makes it there. You never know. In our conference, they're probably gonna go undefeated. But next week, who's to say somebody who plays them doesn't take them out? It's a lot of great teams in this tourney. I can't put my finger on who. Honestly, this week really didn't matter as much as next week does, because as long as you can win at least 2 games here, 2 or 3 games here, you're good. You don't have to go undefeated over here. Over there, that's where you want to like really be on your P's and Q's. Everything needs to be in order, because that's going to be literally the best in the league. Everybody who isn't good at that point is going to drop off. Everybody who actually is a dog is going to be right there with you. So you're going to have to be on your game.
No doubt. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm excited for it, honestly. I think it was a cool idea. Shout out Ray for the idea.
For sure.
And the execution. Sure. Cool idea.
Who do you we talked about what matters more last time, but the audio is messed up. We talked about what matters more as far as like rings or accolades, and we just were talking about that a little bit before the show started. I'm gonna just go through this quick again. I said last week accolades matter. Damn that. I like to win. I want to win. I was lying. I didn't mean it. I want to win. I want to win more than anything. Even if that means that the ball isn't in my hands, I want to win. You know what I mean? Like, if I got to be a lineman, essentially, just for us to win, cool. Yeah. But for the most part, a lot of times, I am the safety net for my team. So, like, the accolades are always so when I say like when I used to say I'd rather have accolades, it was because they were always there for me. Even if we were losing, I always had accolades. Right. I don't care about that no more. I just want to win. Yeah. Like, I just want to win. Rings.
If I was being sentimental, rings are cool. Like it was genuinely, no bullshit, one of the coolest like experiences I've had playing a video game, winning the D1 championship. It was sick. The party's lit. It's a Friday night, so it's like, man, let's start drinking. You know what I mean? Over a PS5 party, it was sick. But like I said last week, man, catching a pick 6 is so cool. Rings are cool. Rings are like super memorable, but for me personally, that pick 6 I had against Ray was super memorable.
Like, that's gonna stick with you forever. All right. So we've talked about the updates. We didn't do team comparisons this week. We'll be doing team comparisons again the following episode. What matters more, and now the rookie report. Who's a rookie? This is a time to highlight a rookie. It doesn't matter. And if I'm being honest, we can include, because we're in that middle gray area. So we can include rookies that we've seen before, like the most recent rookies, and then if you've seen a rookie like that just really recently got drafted. So
yeah, I got one. I think the perfect one.
Okay,
I want to see Blue TV.
Oh yeah,
he need to back it up, man. Yeah. He was talking crazy. So
yeah.
I never ever talk like crazy in the Discord. It's not my style.
Yeah.
Like if I win, I say GGs. I always big up whoever we played. So I don't know, but he started going after, or he posted the TikTok and like tagged Greenlight and was like, I locked up the best running back. Oh boy,
I saw that.
We were like, that was like 3 months ago. What's up with you?
Yeah.
So Greenlight was like, yeah, you're a weirdo. He started going at our running back, And I liked it. I liked it from our team. Like our line popped out and was like, "Hey man, what's up with you? Like, fuck you."
And
So
dude was like,
I gotta jump.
yeah, I seen dude was like, y'all's line can't fuck with me right now, today.
Yeah.
He was like, line it up. I'm like, brother, you know who you talking to? That line 2 months ago ain't the same line that they got right now, brother. Like, you might want to calm down. You get pancaked out here. But yeah, dude had me weak. The guy the rookie that I want to see is 30 Long. And it's because simply I had a conversation with dude. You know, you saw the antics that he had before.
Yeah.
And I had a conversation
which
with
I
him.
think maybe got taken out of, not taken out of context isn't the right word, but like it's hard to interpret meaning over text.
Yeah.
So I think he was like kind of joking a little bit about it, like
the package deal and everything, and I'm going. That's what I told him, because there was some trouble behind that. I'm not gonna go into detail about it, but there was some trouble behind it. And dude was like, he was like, man, look, I just was, marketing myself. He was like, I'm just getting my name out there. He was like, I didn't think it'd be all this. He's, I wasn't trying to flip off the draft or whatever y'all standards and rules are. He was, I just was just being funny, man. But it worked out because him and his boy on the same team. And it just so happened the underdogs. It just so happened the underdogs had multiple picks back to back in the first day.
Yep.
And those are two prominent, like they were two names that were out there. Like, okay, we've seen these guys' names out there, so like, might as well get both of them. And they ended up getting both of them. Thank God.
Well, not just that. One thing. So not him, but his boy. So, I was strolling through the draft board and looking like whose primary position's lineman. Like who was like, nah, I play line. Because I was like, that's if one falls to the last pick of the draft, man, we got to get him. We got to scoop him up. That's a steal. And then I saw him, and his name was Mr. No Screen. So I was like, now either that's a basketball reference of like, I play iso ball. But my football head was like, this motherfucker, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So I hit him up, and he seemed cool to me.
Yeah, he was. I talked to him as well.
While all the hoopla was going on, I was talking to him just one-on-one, and he seemed cool to me. He was like, yeah, like I would obviously want to get drafted with my boy, like if you can make that happen, but if you can't, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Facts.
And he was like, I just want to ball. And I was like, what an answer.
I like
what
those
an
guys.
answer.
That, like, I just want to ball. That's up. Conversation, like, if you say that to me, you might just, if I'm coaching, you drafted. I just want to ball. Yeah. That means no matter where you got me, what the case may be, I'm here to ball. And that's all that matters. Yeah. Love to hear it.
I'm excited because the underdogs, they need the help for sure. And the D3 has gotten a lot tougher than it has been, 2 seasons ago. D3 was not that good.
Joke. It was a joke.
Now, I think D3 is like really solid team.
They're on the cusp. They're on the cusp of being able to compete with D2 teams, like regularly. I'm talking about regularly. Like in a 7-game series, it's not going to just be a wash. It's not just going to be a wash with the 7-game series. So, speaking of being a wash, there's a lot of teams out here that are really, really good. Like, your Infernos, your Most Hated, New York Guardians, all the champions right now. I just named them. Who is must-see TV for 11s? Like, you're like, they need to be seen this season.
Okay, so number one, if you're in the league, you need to be watching Ray. If we're being honest, like Ray been playing 11s before we knew that 11s was like a possibility. You feel me? So he's gonna know. Yeah, so he's gonna know like what's going on. So I picked his brain a little bit, like, hey, what scheme are y'all running on defense? Like, how are you trying to set up your team? What's that like? Because I want to know like what's your idea? Because my idea was like 3-4. I want my free safety as my slot receiver. I want my strong safety as my tight end, and then line should be able to like the tackles. It'll be kind of tough because they'll be a little bit smaller, which isn't ideal. We'll see how it works out. But 3-4 is what, in my head, made the most sense. And he said the same thing. And I was like, what about offense? And then he left me out red.
So for me, must-see TV is going to be, it's going to shock everybody, the Stompers. That's must-see TV for me. I want to see what them boys do. I want to see what them boys do.
Me too. So Check's my boy. Check's like man, I like Czech a lot. When he played with us, he was like a cool ass dude. Every position that we needed him to play, he'd step in and play. And on top of that, like he got us our championship shirts and stuff like that. And he's just a cool ass dude, so I root for him regardless.
What up,
So
D Murder? Yes, sir.
I kept an eye on him this season, and was like, man, that's kind of tough. Just a tough season. So I'm keeping an eye on him regardless. I'd be hyped if they were in 7s too. And 11s, I think that they got potential to really kind of make some noise.
I do too. I really think they do. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And they play like super unique. If Czech is still quarterback, Czech don't be moving, man. Czech is back there like a statue, still, and which hey, it works. But Czech lets the ball go. Czech will throw 6 interceptions a game. Czech's still throwing that motherfucker.
That's the old
Czech
pigeon. He's that old pigeon. He's early. He's early pigeon. Yeah. Between the Stompers, Vipers, Warriors. Like I'm gonna be honest, I've all the guys in D1. I've seen y'all play for so long. I don't really care. Don't care to see it no more.
Yeah,
I'm looking at. The must see TV for me is these D3 teams: the Stompers, the Louisianimals, the Vipers, the Warriors. I want to see if the underdogs come back. If they get that because they once were a D2 undefeated D2 championship team. I want to see if they come back. I want to see what the Locks do now that Clip is gone. I want to see the New York Guardians. Like, yes, okay, now the New York Guardians, y'all are playing D1 level teams now. What are y'all about to do? Like, are y'all like now y'all aren't gonna be able to do the same thing y'all did in D3. So I want to see what these guys do. But
so you brought up the Louisianimals. I'm psyched to see Chicken Drain at the next level. I'm psyched to see Chicken Drain. Chicken Drain watching him was sick. Yeah. The other team that I'm high on, we'll fuck around name off all the teams in the CCFL. CCFL's must-watch TV. But
facts.
I'm jazzed to see the Tritons. When I was watching film on the Tritons, first of all, their uniform is sick.
Tough.
Their uniform is sick.
That one had nothing to do with me. They did that on their own, and it is tough. That is tough, I'm not going to lie.
On top of that, their running back, which we talked about last episode,
Heatwave, ain't it?
was Heatwave's their DB. The running back is I can't remember. I'll have to look back at my notes.
Yeah.
But their running back is super, super good in like tight spaces. Like he's really good at making people miss. And so I want to see that transfer.
Happy Smoker.
Season. I want to see
Happy Smoker.
Yep, Happy Smoker.
Appreciate that, Bama Jam.
Yep. I want to see now that Most Hated's out of there, and like I think D2 is what D2 should be, because Most Hated being in D2 is a little unfair, and Almighty too. They're D1 teams.
Yeah.
I think D2 is now what D2 should be.
Yep.
I want to see like, you know what I mean? What happens with
when y'all?
Because I think the Tritons are gonna make some noise. And Heatwave, like you said at DB, Heatwave at DB is a dog, man. He's a really good DB.
Yeah, I like Heatwave. He probably not Heatwave. If you watching, you probably don't even know. I've been watching my boy. I became actually you the one who put me on to him. That's why I started looking for him. And dude is a dog. Dude is a dog. And Happy Smoker, I ain't gonna lie. I played with Happy Smoker in a pub game recently.
His name was super familiar.
Yeah. He played in a pub game with me recently, and I ain't gonna lie, he does this thing. I don't know how he does it. I haven't even seen Fuego or Juan or nobody do this. He can turn on the dime. Like, he can turn on the dime without losing speed. I don't know how he does that. It's something specific that he's doing. The only person who I know probably knows how to do it is Cozy. But I don't know what this dude, Happy Smoker, was doing. Dog, though. I like him. Tritons, must-see TV. We calling it here. Tritons, must-see TV, y'all. So if y'all, Tritons, Stompers, Vipers, all the D3 teams that are now that.
Let's do. I want way too early picks for your champions, and then give me who you think is gonna stand out as a rookie.
So he's technically not a rookie, but he's kind of a rookie.
You can do that, I mean,
because
rookie totally unknown.
Yeah, I don't really see nobody talking about him. Like I said, my boy Donnie Bills, him, Ant Jones, him and Ant Jones.
I think Ant Jones will make some noise.
I know that.
I think Mr. No Screens.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Mr. No Screens, because I seen him play. Dude is nice. And our quarterback, although we're still getting it together and everything, I think our new quarterback, Tone. Let me get his name. Let me get his full name. I don't want to get it wrong because my boy, I think he has what it takes. Can't forget Tone. He's our new rookie quarterback. He's going to be taking the reins while Farrell is working on. The only day Farrell will be available is Tuesdays. So we have this rookie quarterback. Can't forget Tone. Dude is nice. He's real pass heavy, but we're trying to get him in the mix. I think he's going to be must see TV this season as well as Donnie Bills and Ant Jones.
Okay. Yeah. Now, who you got as your champions in every division? If you want, I can go first.
Yes, please. I have an idea, but you go ahead.
Okay. And D1, I'm going to choose myself. I'll put the target on my back. I think we're going to repeat as champions, especially in 11s. I think our communication is just too good. Following that up, at D2, I think, like we were just talking about, I'm picking the Tritons, I think.
Okay.
I think the Tritons are going to – I think it'll surprise people, but I think after week 1, because I think after week 1, they'll be like 6-0 or 5-1, something like that. I think people will be like, who's that?
Yeah.
And tune in, and I think they're going to be like, oh, shit.
Yeah, for sure.
They're a good team.
For sure.
And D3, we already talked about them. Well, I'll say this. In Tritons, I think it'll be between the Louisianimals. I know they were a D3 team, but watching them in D3, I think they got what it. I think they're a legit good team.
Yeah.
So I think those will be the 2 dominant teams in D2. And then in D3, I got the Stompers. I think the Stompers have too many personalities that are too chill. Mm-hmm. They should be able to effectively communicate to each other
and mesh
and fix problems well.
Not a lot of egos. I like that.
Right.
I can definitely agree with that. My number D1 pick. I'm not choosing y'all simply because you chose y'all. That would have been my pick.
Fair.
That would have been my pick easily.
Fair.
But I'm going with a team that I think is going to be hungry this season. I'm going with the Pirates. Psych! Oh, psych! I'm going most hated. Most hated back in Division 1. I'm never betting against Fuego. Sorry. I think that let me tell you something. They have a great coaching system over there. They have Baller. Baller's real chill. I love Baller. Baller's probably one of my favorite people in the league. Baller's so chill. And I've watched him. He takes guys like Goofy up on his wing. Yeah. And although Goofy does a lot of crazy stuff in the Discord and stuff, when it comes to being on that field, he listens to Baller. And then Fuego, as the other coach, he inspires you. This dude is so good already, and we just want to be good for him. So, then you have his brother Sosa at quarterback, who's he's just as much as he loves to say that he's not a football head. He's very football savvy and has a football IQ. So I think these guys really have what it takes, and I think they're going to be the D1 champs. If not them, of course, like I said, y'all, it's going to be y'all again. It's going to be the best of the running backs. Yeah. That's what it's going to be this season.
We're hyped.
It's going to be the best of the running backs. D2, surprise, surprise. I know a lot of people aren't thinking about these guys. I just rhymed. I'm a rapper. The Blackhawks. It's going to be either the Blackhawks.
Ooh,
it's either going to be the Blackhawks, or it's going to be the Guardians. I think it's going to be the Guardians of the Blackhawks.
Guardians are a good pick.
And the reason
are a good pick.
And the Guardians, as far as their offense, again, they just got boxed. So I'm not counting them out. I think that I like the Tritons. Actually, let me switch that. It's going to be the Guardians and the Tritons in the championship. I think the Guardians are going to come out on top. I think the Guardians are going to come out on top. It's going to be the Guardians number 1, the Tritons number 2, the Louisianimals, and the Blackhawks.
Or Blackhawks.
Blackhawks. And the Blackhawks. Those are going to be the top 4 teams in Division 2. but I think the Guardians are going to win it. D3, I'm with you when you're right. The Stompers. I think it's going to be between the Stompers. It's going to be the Stompers and the Vipers. Those are going to be the two teams at the top. Number 3 is going to be the Warriors. I think the Warriors are going to upset somebody and end up in the championship with the Stompers.
Okay.
It's gonna.
I like that. I like that.
Hold on. Let me repeat that. Let me rephrase that. It's gonna be those are gonna be the top 3 teams. The Vipers or the Stompers are gonna get upset by the Warriors. One of them is gonna get upset by the Warriors and end up in the championship with the other one. So it's gonna be the Warriors or the Stompers, or it's gonna be the Warriors and the Vipers. That's how I'm calling it, because simply put, Mike Jones has been in every single division. He has played in every single division. Yeah. He knows how to win, and he knows he's been there before in these situations. I think that Mike Jones is the key to the Warriors' success. And I think that Gunther and I can't remember who that other pick was. I saw who their number 2 pick was, and I can't remember right now. But that's going to be the key to the Stompers. And AOB Omni is going to be the key for the Vipers. I played them last night. His run game is amazing. His defense is amazing.
Yeah.
Omni's
a dog.
He's
a dog.
He's
not
top,
talked about much, but he's a dog.
He's top 3 two-way players for me out of every position. He's the top 3 two-way players for me. Dude is a dog. And he's done it for so long, and that's why he doesn't do a lot of talking. He gets slept on a lot. So I think that might be a part of the problem. He gets slept on a lot.
He's a cool ass dude though. If you ever talk to him,
love him. He talks to me all the time. He hits me up all the time, like, hey, what can I do to be better? Or hey, you got any tips on this? Or hey, did you know this?
Yeah.
And he might give me a tip, and I'm like, first off, Omni, you're just as good, in my opinion, as far as two-way player. You're a better player than me. I am proud to say I focus on being a receiver. I like playing 11s. It's gonna be a different ball game. I'm gonna be at my true position, safety. I'm gonna be a safety. So
okay.
I don't like playing cornerback. Omni
what kind
is
of safety. We talking Sean Taylor or we talking Ed Reed?
Oh, Sean Taylor for sure.
Okay.
Sean Taylor for sure.
Okay.
It's crazy. I just watched a video where a dude you have to pick 3, cut 4, and and he was like, he cut like all the most recent safeties, and then he kept Sean Taylor, he kept Ed Reed, and kept Troy Polamalu. I was like, no, he cut Sean Taylor. No, he cut Sean Taylor and kept Brian Dawkins. Yeah, no. He kept Brian Dawkins though. He kept Brian Dawkins. But me personally, I would have kept Sean Taylor. That's just me personally. I like Sean Taylor. Closing talks. Oh no, back to the drawing board. Who needs to go back to the drawing board? What team do you think needs to go to the drawing board? Division 1, Division 2, Division 3.
Okay.
We got a 30-second timer. Go.
Yeah. Okay. The first thing that comes to my head, which isn't shade, is the Knights. Now, it's not the Knights because that they're a bad team necessarily. It is because for me, like Ace is like one of the best quarterbacks, and they don't have Ace at quarterback. I know he loves to play DB. I know he was solid at running back, and he was solid at running back. But as a quarterback, he's like really, really good. So for me, it was like, I mean, and that's not to say that the quarterback that they had wasn't playing well. They made the playoffs. They were the hardest test that we had all season. But man, get Ace in there at quarterback, in my opinion. Now maybe he makes a big step, but for me, if I was the coach and Ace was like, I want to play running back, I'd be like, fuck out of here, man. You're one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Sorry.
All right. What about Division 2? You still got time.
Division 2. Okay. Division 2, I want to go with the underdogs. Now, I know they fell to Division 3, and I know that they just beefed up their line with the 2 draft picks. When we were watching film, the underdogs' problem was not their for me, it wasn't their line. Like, their line was relatively in position. It was, for me, their DBs. I thought their DBs were not what they should have been. Their DBs should be way better, in my opinion. Their DBs were out of position a lot. They weren't aggressive enough. So I need to see it. I think that their DBs need to take a big step.
All right, D3. Come on, bring it on home.
D3. Yeah, D3 is tough because I think the Vikings have the possibility to take the next step. The Vikings have been hovering as an outside. While they started off 2 seasons ago, they were like a 2-win team, I believe. Last season they got a little bit better. I think they got 6-7 wins, somewhere around there. I think that this season they need to make that leap.
Yeah.
They need to make that leap this season to keep building on their momentum. Otherwise, they're going to start losing players, which sucks because people hate winning or hate losing just like naturally.
Yep.
And so I think it's like imperative that they're at least in the playoffs and competing in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, I know that that's not technically back to the drawing board, but I think that the Vikings have like a lot to gain this season and they got to get it done.
All right. My picks for who needs to go back to the drawing board. Number 1, Misfits. And this is not a shot at my team. I think we just need to reevaluate what we value as far as, do we value winning or just having fun? Do we value being an elite team or just being an okay team? D2.
Fair.
D2. Blackhawks. Y'all need to go back to the drawing board. Y'all have, I just spoke on y'all. Y'all have talent, but y'all don't have direction. Y'all don't have real direction. Y'all are always like right there. Y'all do good. And then when y'all play great teams, y'all disappear for the most part. I need y'all to get it together. Y'all have great bones. Get it together. Y'all have what it takes to be a better team. And for D3, I'm gonna say the underdogs. Underdogs, y'all just had a great amount of picks in the draft. It's time for y'all to get it back together. Y'all have continuously regressed throughout the seasons, and it's not a good look. The one great thing I can say is y'all haven't disbanded. Y'all haven't just given up completely. We've seen teams come and go. Y'all haven't done that. Y'all stayed and y'all continue to play. I love that y'all are still here, but it's time for y'all to get back on the wagon and try to find a way to win.
For sure.
And now we're gonna have
be
our
a dope story if they get it together.
I'm telling you, man, like that. If they come back and let's win the D3 championship, that would be amazing. That'd be so amazing.
Yep.
But closing talks. All right. One of the things I've been wanting to talk about is mostly what's going on like for next season with the 11s. I want to go back and talk about this is our opportunity to talk about things that like we want to go back over. 11s. Me personally, I think 11s is about to be probably the most hardest football we've ever seen. This is about to be
no doubt.
This is about to be the most competitive football we've ever seen. So like 7s was competitive, but I don't think it was a true picture of like, because guys like Ray, guys like Greenlight, Fuego, Sosa, as much as he doesn't like to be in that conversation, all the real strategists, Pigeon, all the real strategists, y'all haven't been able to do the real football.
For sure.
Like y'all haven't been able to go sit there and do the X's and O's the way y'all want to. Now y'all are about to open up that floodgate and Juan, I forgot Juan. He's a mad scientist. You guys are going to be able to actually sit in front of a screen and be like, okay, this is football. We're going to do this. This is our scheme. We're going to go 3-4, 4-3. We're going to go cover 2. Man, whatever y'all choose to this is the opportunity for y'all to do that. And we have not seen that. It's so as much as we want to talk about how fun and competitive 7s was, this is a different ball game. Guys like Ray has who doesn't really throw the ball. He has wet nickel 3-3 stack and dime 2-3 coming in. Okay, KB.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm playing today. Oh, it's 8:21. We're gonna have to cut this show a little bit short, y'all.
Yeah, yep.
I didn't realize what time it is. We're gonna be back live soon. Y'all tune in. This is the Live on Air Sports Show with Unc from the 90s and my boy, the Sticks Guy. We are out.